Hello, 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 and welcome to day 4 of the Inspired Living Retreat. Wow, Mercury retrograde is really doing its thing. So, if you can please let me know if you are here, where you're tuning in from. And yeah, it's so crazy right now. But please let me know if you're coming in. How was your day? How are you feeling? And I hope you have been having an awesome day so far. So yes, that's much better. So once you come in, please just let me know, say hello. Today is the 18th of February, and you know what that means? 18 means life. So I don't know why I checked that today and remembered actually today, and I don't know why I chose this awesome day to do this little masterclass. And I'm just thankful for all of you being here, all of you showing up for yourself, and just making that shifts within yourself to actually invest in you. And when I invest in myself, even if it's time or any or money in any way, I always expand to that next level of myself. So thank you for being part of the solution. How are you guys doing? And tell me, what was like your biggest takeaways from the past couple of days? I mean, we covered actually a lot, and spirit really worked through me, I would say, the last couple of days, because oopsies. Because what came through was, you know, the Monday, we got to visualize what our inspired lives look like. And then on Tuesday, we, you know, masks was a very big subject, or a very, very thought-provoking idea of what masks are we wearing? Can we take that mask off so we can actually come from that authentic space and just live more in authentic way in accordance with ourselves? And yesterday we spoke about the process of becoming, you know, and how we do that is just coming into that awareness of ourselves, and then not self-sabotaging ourselves and taking radical action in any area of our life, really, just to become more self-actualized. And today I am actually going to take you through a little visioning as well at the end, so that you can at least identify one thing that you can focus on right now, and just to bring that into your awareness so that you can actually bring forth into your life. So the day so far has really just been a lovely progression, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Yes, because I am. This is definitely a new type of space for me, and so I'm really happy to share this space with you. Let me know where you guys are from. I like engagements. I mean, we covered actually. I am trying to. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. There we go. Hello, Glynis. Hello, Pam. Hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for joining. So yeah, I'm really excited to go through my blueprint. It's really something that I took myself through, and it's really changed my life. And I don't know if many of you know, I've moved into intuitive coaching, because as you can hear and see that I have cultivated my spiritual gifts, and I'm a healer, and I've moved into a coaching space, because that is, and coaching about cultivating that deep sacred self-love within myself or yourself, because that is where my zone of genius actually lies. And I'm also going to be probably moving into inspirational speaking. I'm putting it out there because this is our inspired lives right now. And so yes, so the session is really just designed to give you my blueprint, but at the end of it, you can make out what your blueprint is as well. So before we go dive deeper, there is a coaching program that I've spoken about, which is the Sacred Self and Soulcare coaching program, which is a one-on-one coaching program, which is a 12-week program, which I take you through, as well as an academy, which will start later in March. And it's very intimate setting, and it's very nourishing, and it's just a sacred way just to move through the shifts and really come into center so that you can live a more purposeful life. So what I'm going to be speaking on is the basis of that. And I hope that you really can enjoy it. But why did I even go through the process? Like, I just got to a point where I wanted to change. I was ready to transform. I was ready to let go of old beliefs. I was ready to break through barriers within myself, which was holding me back. Because I was feeling it so deeply within my soul, just really wanting to break open and crack through new areas of my life and new ways of being. It was just a craving of my soul that I just wanted to get there, like be that new person already, And what I did was I really dove deep within myself, and it was a very short time, but within that short time, sometimes when you go something through a very intense short time, it's like the obstacle that comes your way is so much bigger, because that challenges now, it's so much bigger, because sometimes you ask for that fast lane, you don't want to go through that slow lane, right? And sometimes that fast lane is just a bigger responsibility, and you have bigger challenges that actually comes your way. So yes, I dove deep, and I really got to cultivate my intuition, my intuitive gifts. But what mostly I would say my biggest walk away is a reclamation of myself, and I wish everyone can actually just have that within them. Hello, Perdale, how are you doing? So the 4 pillars of inspired living is 1, inspired alignment. You can actually put it in the comments just to anchor it in for yourself. Inspired alignment. Number 2 is inspired confidence. Number 3, inspired practice. And number 4, inspired presence. And with these 4 pillars, you can actually just start to live that more fulfilling and more purposeful life. That's the process that I went through, and I'm going to just dive deeper into it now. So inspired alignment is really to clarify. We underestimate what truly being in alignment is. A lot of times we seek for things outside of ourselves first before we actually come into ourselves. And it should actually be the other way around. It's like we got it backwards. If you wake up in the morning, what do you reach for? Your cell phone, maybe? I don't know. So if you do, it's fine, no judgment. But the first thing is really just coming within yourself, and really coming to see what foundation you actually building your life upon. Like, is it from that inside out, or is it that outside in? You need to figure it out. And is it from the ego? Is it from the mind? Is it from the heart? Is it from fear? Is it from you wanting someone to save you? Is it a job that's going to save you? Is it a person that's going to save you? So you're not going to shine in armor that's going to save you. Like, what is actually that basis? Is it outside of you, or is it inside of you? So coming back to self is very important, because if we don't, we're going to start manifesting out of our ego. And I've manifested lots of things out of my ego before. And when I manifest out of my ego, it's always short-lived. And when I say ego, it's because I'm dependent on something, or there's something that's not really in accordance with my higher self. Maybe it's I have a lack mindset, and it never really manifests into what my bigger vision is. So always coming back to self is really the way to the magic. So I don't know if this is making sense. Let me know, say yes in the comments if it's making sense. And to truly get into alignment is actually just to check if your nervous system is deregulated or regulated. And just get curious with yourself if it's through alignment or not. And one of the ways that I actually get into alignment is to be still. And I do have a meditative practice in the morning, and just commune with myself. I know I've spoken about that a lot, but it's just the biggest blessing. One of the Bible verses that I love is, be still and know that I'm God. Be still and know, be still. And so whenever I can get still, it just brings everything back in. Like just now, I can take a moment and just breathe. In 5 and out 5. And just check how you're feeling. Oh, I'm feeling something in my stomach. Oh, I wonder what that is. Is it excitement? But really, really just identify what it is, and really like focus in on what it actually is. And once we can focus inside, guess what happens? We heal, and we don't just heal ourselves, we heal our lineage. And if we can show up as better persons just in that way, it has a ripple effect up into the whole world. So that is just one aspect of getting to alignment. And alignment is also just accepting what is. There's nothing wrong or bad about it. It's just accepting whatever is coming up for you. And it's, I would say, one of the life-changing practices for me. And the other ways, and I know it might sound cliche, but it's so important, is, are you looking after your body? Are you nourishing your body? And this is not to do about weight or the aesthetic. It's, are you really nourishing your body? Are you eating the right foods? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you drinking enough water? Because if you don't do that, you would not be able to feel into yourself. You won't be able to hear your intuition. You won't be able to hear the nudges of your soul. That is the bigger vision of really of nourishing your body. And especially during a lockdown, I found that if I didn't look after myself, I would probably fall into a depression. And that was the last thing that I wanted to do, because the more I can truly just be my best self, I can show up for others, and I can just live that highest expression of myself. So I made that constant decision every day. And then I wasn't working, right? And there was one thing that I promised myself, was that I was going to treat my body right. Because if my body is right, then I am present, I am here. So doing that is also just really, really good. And it just brings it all back. And once you can actually come back into the body like that, and come into in the mind, you can actually just have that lovely blank slate, in a sense where you have awareness of yourself. Now you can actually look at your mindset and really dive deeper. And dive deeper is to really dismantle things that doesn't serve you anymore. And that is where the inspired confidence is. Inspired confidence is actually to get you grounded in who you are. And in this process is, we look at things that doesn't serve us anymore within our minds, our limiting beliefs, our healing, our inner child healing. What is actually holding us back? We actually become brave enough to look at those aspects of ourselves now, and can objectively start to heal those wounds within ourselves, and start to take our power back. and just ground into who we are, ground into the essence of who we are. And there's one thing you must remember as well. Hello, Jessie. What you tune into, you turn into. You can actually type that in the comments. What you tune into, you turn into. So what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on self-love? Are you focusing on forgiveness? Are you focusing on your boundaries? Are you focusing of really just building that relationship with yourself? And the more focus we can put on it, the bigger result you're going to see. But all of this also is going to take commitment from yourself. And in every now moment, a commitment. Through this whole process as well, you will find that you will demanifest a lot of things. So what is demanifesting? Demanifesting is really things falling away from your life. Things like friends, situations. You will go through a patch where things will definitely be shaky. And demanifesting can also be a sense of purging. You'll be crying for no reason. There'll just be things will feel shaky, but what it's doing is just that it's getting rid of that dirt. It's getting rid of that gunk. It's getting rid of everything that doesn't serve you, because we want to get to a place that you only bring in things into your life that you truly want from the deepest part of your soul on your highest timeline, right? We don't have time to waste on things on ego and lack, right? Or relationships that doesn't serve us. We want the right people. We want our soul family. We want our soulmates. We want our soul friends to come into our lives. So, yes, what you tune into, you turn into. This is landing. I hope so. Press yes. Type yes. Forgiveness is such a huge form of self-love. And we used to move into not just forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of self. Now, understand that this process is not a quick fix, right? It goes in stages. It goes in stages. But the more awareness you can bring from that alignment, and then you can ground it in, then we can actually start living in that inspired expression and presence, right? One of my biggest block was my expression, because I grew up on walking on eggshells, let's say, right? I always felt that I couldn't express myself, and I really felt it really held me back from a lot of the things in my life. And where I felt it mostly was in my job, actually. And it was so frustrating because I knew where it came from, and I was still carrying it with me. So we get to a space where we can actually just acknowledge that and realize that maybe it's not a block in our throat chakra, but it's actually a block in our mind. And once we can clear up the mind and drop into our hearts, our speech flows. I don't think people realize that unable to speak the truth is starting in the mind. Your mind is not in accordance of who you really are at the moment. It's just scrambled, put it that way. It's just scrambled, and it's just seeking clarity. But it's so just that expression now you start to move into is because we are now showing up this way, because we have cleared blocks, our relationships will also change. Because our relationship with ourselves change. And we start speaking with confidence to other people, but we also start speaking to confidence with ourselves. We start saying those beautiful things for ourselves, because now we actually start to see ourselves. And to see yourself as like magic. It is magic. And once we start to see ourselves, you know, truly as that flower, we can really start to create a world and bring in a world that we really want, because we are feeling whole within ourselves, whole within our body, whole within our mind. And now we can actually start to collapse timelines, right? Because now we can really move into what we want, because we are moving in that confidence. We are moving in that presence. We are speaking our truth. And from that centered space, we really can bring into our awareness the things that we want far much quicker. You collapse that timelines. Guys, I'm in front of you. I just collapsed one. Yeah. And the main thing about it, or the goal, is that not just coming from that centered space, but you just walk with your higher self leading you, right? Leading you to that higher pathway, leading you to opportunities, leading you to people, the right opportunities. Because now you can trust your intuition, because now you can hear yourself, and now you know how to take yourself out of bad situations. You know how to quiet that mind. You've healed aspects of yourself, and you've just embraced whatever in the dark and the light, right? You just move in that elevated state. And every time you elevate, it's going to be the same process. So you actually know what to do. So to recap, it is inspired alignment, inspired confidence, inspired practice, and inspired presence. So I don't know if that made sense to you. I hope it did. Hello, 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 Charlene. How are you? Thank you for joining us. So I'm actually going to take you through a little visualization, right? And this visualization actually helped me bring in some things a little bit closer into my reality, things that I wanted to change really quick, fast, in a hurry. And this little visualization might be a little bit awkward, I would say. But just bear with me. And this will also just be in the homework, okay? So this technique is from the David Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And what I have to do is we are just gonna proverbially die. I want you to think of your eulogy once we do this little visualization. And because I just want you to get into the thought of, here lies a man who, or here lies a woman who. But I want you to think of the life that has been lived, right? Just telling you now, don't be nervous, but this little visualization really got me into fast tracking what I wanted into my life. And that is why I thought this was so perfect. So, drop a ready. If you are ready to do this visualization. Hello, Geraldine. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. So, just want you just to take a little journey with me. I want you to take a deep breath in and out. Let me put some music on. Apologies, it's going to be much more better. Okay, so just Take a moment for yourself and relax. Take a deep breath in and release. Take a deep breath in and release. Another one in, release. I want you to think it's a bright and sunny day, and we're standing in front of a church or a parlor or a community hall. And we're walking up the stairs. And as you walk through the doors, you see beautiful flowers. Oh, very beautiful. You can hear the music playing. Thank you. Even your favorite song is playing. How weird is that? And you walk down this corridor. It's quite a long corridor. And as you get to the end of the corridor, you see this room. This room is full of people. Wow, you actually notice that some of these people you actually know. Some is your friends, family, colleagues. They have like this weird look on their face. Some is sorrow, some is remembrance. They just have everything just wrapped up in one expression on their face. They just keep looking forward for some reason. And as you walk down the aisle, you get to the front and you see 3 steps. And you walk up the steps, 1, 2, 3. And you see there's a casket or a coffin. And you look inside the coffin, and first you didn't actually recognize what was actually in front of you or what you're seeing, but wow, okay, you see what you're looking at is you. 3 years from now, this is your funeral. And as you look around, you see there is 4 people coming up to speak. One is a family member, one is a community member, one is a friend, one is a colleague. Now, what are they saying? What are they saying about you? What type of friend were you? What type of colleague were you? What type of family member were you? How did you show up in your community? Did they say that they're glad they met you? Did they say you loved hard? Did they say you were such a fighter? Did they say you were easy to forgive? Did they say you had an open heart? What are they saying? I want you to listen closely to what they're saying. More importantly, what are they not saying? I want you to just take a deep breath in and out. And I want you to feel the bottom of your feet on the ground. Just come back into this now present moment. Just want you to take a minute to reflect on what was actually said there. And I want you to really think about what was not said, or what was not said loud enough, right? What is it that you wanted them to hear, to say? Was there anything that was missing from what they said? So part of the homework is for you to actually just look at your life and that legacy and just think about what came up for you. You know, who spoke on your behalf? You know, what did they say? And what is it that you want to be remembered for? You would find that there is keys in this little exercise, because I identified immediately what I was not doing, or what I still wanted to do with my life, or how I wanted to show up in the world. So this exercise pushed me into action. And I hope it also pushes you into gear, into action. Because by just identifying that one thing, you can now put your focus on bringing that in, because you know what's on your heart and what is in that purest part of your soul of what you want to bring into the world, or how you want to show up in the world. And you can move towards that. You can move towards your inspired life. Just live that life of purpose, alignment, and freedom and grace. It doesn't want that. So take a moment, and this will be in the homework as well. And feel free to share it within the group. If you don't, it's fine. But this is one way to really think about what legacy you're leaving and move into living a more fulfilling life. So I really hope that spoke to you. And hello Glennis, hello Candice, and inspires you to move closer to that. Maybe it was your purpose that came up. You don't know. I don't know. Sorry, you know. You know what's inside of you. So that was quite powerful, actually. I didn't expect it was going to be that powerful. So yeah, I encourage you to go all in on your own life, in every aspect of your life. We only have a limited time on earth, so make the most of it. Make the most of it. Enjoy it and have fun. It's an adventure. So you might as well do all the things. Do all the things. I just need to tell me how you're feeling, guys. Are you feeling all right? How was that? I'm trying to do something here. It's again not working. Let me know how that was for you. And again, I just want to speak into one more thing before I hop off. I am about to pin my Candidly link. Whoever's feeling called to really work with someone in a more sacred way, on a more one-on-one way, to create breakthroughs within your life. I am here as part of my purpose, and it'll be an honor if you feel the soul nudge, and if you want to work with me. I have the program of one-on-one coaching for transformation. There's an academy that's starting the end of March, but I'm also a healer. And there's many other aspects of life where I can assist you. So I've linked my contact in the comments. So feel free to reach out to me. Reach out to me. You know, I'm here. You're not alone. So yes, how are you guys feeling? Hope this was nourishing, insightful, and I hope it brought you closer to a vision of what your inspired life looks like. Yeah. Yes. So tomorrow we have a beautiful session with Ryan Charles. He is a medical medium. He is an intuitive. He is a paramedic. He is a color therapist. He is a Reiki practitioner. He is, he does everything. I don't even know what he doesn't do, but he is amazing. He's done some amazing work on myself, and he is also a psychic surgeon. So if this really interests you, please come and join us tomorrow, because the conversation is going to be quite interesting, put it that way. And it might just blow your mind. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be interesting. So join me tomorrow at same time, 7:11 South African time, and 12:11 EST, and we can just have some fun again online. Thank you for everyone that showed up today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking the time out for yourself and investing in yourself, showing yourself love, because it always starts with yourself. And again, what you tune into, you turn into. So always come back to you. All right, guys, thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.